Welcome to A Fan's Perspective, episode 33, Boogie 45. Got my boy JD in here, my little Bogey. How y'all boys feeling today, man?
Everything good, bro. How about you?
Yeah, man, just maintaining, handling the business, man. You feel me? Running around all over the place, man. You did.
Yeah.
Word.
You know what I mean? Slow motion in the big ocean, just trying to stay
Slow
afloat
motion.
per use. You know what I mean?
Well, 100%.
So,
I'm gonna be riding the wave this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm riding all the waves.
yeah. I heard y'all going out to Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm saying maybe it help with their tourism, man. Because I heard their tourism dropping a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that.
First time I ever went to Vegas, I was in the third grade, like '93. I got a gambling ass family, you know what I mean? And I always thought Vegas was the shit, right? But I remember back then, you look around the billboards, it got Wayne Newton, and it got like Celine Dion and Tom Jones and Elton John, things of that nature, right? And then by the time I was 21 and I'm going out now, I'm able to party in Vegas. Been going to Vegas all my life. Now I'm hyped. I'm partying there. And now the billboards got like Deadmau5 and Diplo and these DJs. You know what I mean? And then that kind of like revitalized the scene. But then now you fast forward to now, and that scene is so expensive.
True.
Like it's expensive.
It's only so much you can just overcharge for the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
they're doing like $50,000 champagne baths, and it's literally they have a bathtub, and you just spray, when you're spraying champagne on women, and you know what I mean. And it's a champagne bath. You don't get anything out of it outside of that. It's 50 bands to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's doing that?
Tripping.
Cold world.
All right. So we're gonna get into this Drake lawsuit. It's the last time I'm gonna be discussing this stuff, man, because it's like it's dragging on too long, man, and it's just the same old. Like, that's the route you want to go, fam. Go ahead, bro. You know what I mean? But it's a few things that I want to key in on this joint. Shout out to Joe Buttons. Name fair use.
You gotta go to class.
Next time you read, I got some here. Right? Okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yo, wait, hold on. First of all,
I'm calling Joe Buttons the Pod Father. You dig?
Let's go.
Okay, do we need to have an intervention?
Yes, he's lashing out.
You came on the main part. Are you okay?
Throwing shit and breaking shit.
You all right? This shit hurt.
And he's sitting up high now, so
my bad, y'all.
Gravity
pulling on your lungs.
Okay, all right. Let's
come on, let's on it.
come on, let's grow up.
Holy shit.
Mark, you all right, Mark?
Yeah, the chair's fucked up though.
Oh yeah.
No, you broke my spirit. You broke my ego. You broke my public image that I had in a worldwide sense.
Well, why we act like he also doesn't have the fan base to support that type of thinking? Like, it's not like the whole world is saying you bugging out. A lot of people think that he's still in the right and should be shit like that.
That is true.
So even while you have the other people saying shit, you can block that out by your fans standing by you and say, "Nah, fuck that. You were right. Keep killing.
It's just so not hip hop. I mean, again,
it's not
hip hop at all. I have no.
I don't think he cares about that.
This is past hip hop.
And it's hard for me to believe because Drake loves hip hop.
I think
Drake cares so much about legacy and image.
Think he care more about hip hop or more about money?
Stay right there. Stay where you are.
Y'all fucking with my legacy.
You fucking with my legacy by calling me a pedophile to the end.
Bro, when you get into a rap battle, everything is at risk. Your brands, you know what I mean? Everything you're doing, your reputation, everything is up for grabs, man. This is war. You feel me? So, but the only thing that you can't do is sue. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? This is the first time in history is nonsense, man. And I'm just like, yo, you can't come in the game and start changing rules, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm a zone in on how they talk about he has so much to lose. So Jay-Z didn't have a lot to lose. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about here?
For real.
Entire planet Earth. And it's almost the song is so big that niggas kind of accepted it. The narrative.
Why not just make another song?
Because
why not just make another song?
Because when I tried to rap it out, niggas stopped the beef. Said, "No, you lost.
That's true.
You lost, nigga."
Do people
mean he did lose?
A minor, like yo, fam, to a nigga with an ego.
Hold up. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that part right there is accurate because when Drake dropped the last song towards Kendrick, he said he's done with it.
Yeah.
All right. So now you threw in the towel. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Wave the white flag.
Wave the white flag for
You
real.
threw in the towel. When you say you done with it, you threw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? And then the fans decide who won and who lost. So what are we talking about here? I don't. That's not accurate right there.
I mean,
That shit is something.
Do people remember that even in like if you take the Jay and Nas beef, right?
Mhm.
And after Nas dropped Ether, it was kind of solidified. You lost. Jay still dropped some fire bars after that, and it was just no one cared.
Nobody
It's
heard it.
over.
Yeah, nobody
Like
heard
at this
Yeah.
point,
The narrative had been formed.
the narrative's already formed.
That's true.
Drake, Jay-Z dropped his most fire bars on Blueprint 2. Right after
Correct. But you know the difference,
that.
though, right?
No one cared.
You know the difference.
What?
We talking Jay and Nas, New York. I mean, granted, the rest of the country hurt.
Pre-internet.
Right.
True.
This was performed at the Grammys, won all the awards and the Super Bowl. And my whole argument is y'all artificially inflated that record to even get to that
No,
level.
but here's my problem with it. I think that Drake is single-handedly trying to change the outlook of hip-hop. I mean, there's certain principles that, you know, is conducted in hip-hop, meaning that when there's a battle in diss records, you say, you know, Biggie said what he said, you know, you let it lie where it lies. No one, and you, I have to look at how you were raised in order to even understand what's being done. Meaning, like, people from the hood or from the struggle, not saying Drake wasn't from that, but you grew up
He ain't.
different. So you understand and you value things a little bit different. And you and principles and morals, even though it's changing now, some people still value that. So if you diss me, I diss you, nigga, I go my way, I see you, we gonna hop you and flip you, we go our way, we try to figure it out. Drake is taking this to court and making it seem like, which is, I guess he has enough audience to do it, making it seem like it's cool to do so. It makes it seem like if I say something to you, you say something back to me. And even if the inflation is gonna happen, nigga, you're gonna
Yo, that's the thing though. Like the label is going back the winner, especially if y'all signed to the same label.
One of my things is I said that they artificially pushed the song. No, they whitelisted the song so all of us creators could react to the song. That was some smart thinking, 100%. We could play it over and over and over and over without having YouTube flag it. You feel me? That was some smart thinking stuff, 100%. When Drake was doing all his beef with Meek Mill and using the internet with memes and all types of stuff, he was ahead of the time. Bruh, they found the cheat code to push the song out to get it played multiple times. Man, get the heck out of here. And if Bruh's feelings is really hurt or his main gripe is being called a PDF file, man, you better get up out of here, bro. 100%. Like, come on. If you ain't no PDF file, that's not going to taunt your image 100%. You know what I mean?
You're not cuffing.
You're really under the covers in the tuck, really doing some weird stuff. You know what I mean? And you know what's in the dark come to the light. You know what I mean? So if that really is your main gripe to me, that's, you know what I mean? Because you might be able to shake that off with some music like what's my boy name sitting in Flip's chair? I can't think of his name. Drop some music.
It's Ish and Ice.
Nah, my boy that's in Flip's original chair. I can't think of his Manny.
Is
Manny
that Mark Lamont?
No, Manny.
Oh, the other guy. I never. That's the first time I seen him on.
Yeah, that's
on
Manny. He be on there. That's Joe Patton.
Okay. Yeah, like I don't get that. Like you trying to come in the game and change the rules, bro. Nah. If that's how you feel, don't engage in no rap battles. Because this is the second time you did that. The first time Jay Prince came with the whole boogeyman thing. Ooh, you know what I mean? You know, and you a man, you could,
And that was for Pusha T. Oh, everything. You know what I mean? Like, come on, are you serious about it, man? That wasn't what it was.
And you seen signs of it. You seen signs of it when he was like, "Oh, they dissed 40 and they said he was sick," and I'm like, "Bro, so what? So what? This is what comes with this. When you want to engage in this, this is what comes with that." So I would think after that when you get listen, man, it's gonna be mudslinging. You know what I mean? And the thing was with Kendrick was smart. He threw out some bait, and you bit it. And then you start, and then he didn't even drop for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You started dropping songs back to back to back to back. You're like, yeah, I'm waiting. You know what I mean? Then when he comes with slow burn, you know what I mean, and burning all your shit up now, it's oh man, I got to sue. You threw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? So I can't validate that. That's corny. You know what I mean? And we gotta start speaking against corny stuff like that in hip hop, man, because it's like, what is this game gonna turn into? You know what I mean? If two people get engaged in a rap battle and then dudes decide they want to sue. Like that's nonsense. It's like you getting into a fight with somebody on the street and you engage, y'all, you say, you know, he said something about you, you said something back, y'all decide to have some fisticuffs, and then now you get dropped and now you want to sue? That's ridiculous. Like, come on, man. That's nonsense, man.
You're gonna try any tactic to get your record out there. You're gonna try any tactic to be the winner.
True.
That's what it is.
Hold on.
What's winning look like now?
Two things with that. One, we keep saying hip hop. This is much bigger than hip
It's a
hop.
power struggle, yeah.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It ain't bigger than hip hop, bro. It's within the realm of hip hop. What he's doing is not hip hop. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna tell me, oh, this is bigger than hip hop. So what? Jay is one of the richest dudes in hip hop. You know what I mean? You don't think he had a lot of stuff on the line when he was going back and forth with Nas and the rest of his camp? Because it started with Bleak and them, and then it worked its way up to Jay. Come on, man.
This is not Drake is much bigger than hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So we compare.
No, he ain't.
Hip hop is still the core.
But just
for him,
give me a second.
Yeah.
We're comparing Drake to other beefs, to artists that's never gotten to this level.
Mm-hmm.
We've never seen a artist reach a rap
Quarter of
artist
his level.
reach where Drake is at. So
Is you sure about that? He said we've never seen an artist reach to where Drake is at. So I guess Puffy don't exist, and Dre and Jay-Z and Snoop, and they don't exist. Like, what are we talking about here, man?
This dude,
I don't even like.
Huh?
Yeah, this dude, like, you know, that's why, bruh, you can tell the way that he makes his music, who he caters his music to, because he wants to sell albums. And now that he's not selling albums like that, like the song that he just dropped, like motherfuckers, and I like the song, but it ain't, you know, just hella just, I'm finna just slap this over and over again. It's like, has bruh lost his touch, and he got to kick up this firestorm in order to take some of the heat off of him, because we need the music. You know what I mean? You're rolling out your new album by catching a new wave. And for your whole career, you've been catching waves. You know what I mean? You've been called out on it a few times for catching motherfuckers waves and not paying homage 100%. So my thing is like, there's no way that he's bigger than hip hop, is because his main focus is hip hop. Because if it wasn't hip hop, he would move on from the beef and make the pop music. You feel me? Because that's what he caters to. But hip hop is his core. You know what I mean? If you go back and look at it, all the love that for the history, because he's a student of the game, you feel me? He loves all the aspects, especially if he's winning in the aspects, you feel me? And his main roots come from the R&B and really like backpack like type rapping, no gangster like type stuff, you feel me? So when he loses in the core eyes of the hip hop community, that shit hurt, but he's not going about it the right way. So, you know, I digress.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Trying to box this as a hip hop thing. My business, my brand is bigger than this at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You are not affecting my hip hop side. You are affecting my brand. You are affecting everything. So yeah, I gotta defend this. I have to clean this up. Yo, fuck music.
Yeah,
This ain't got
personal
nothing to do with
music,
music.
Like, dog, Nike is pausing on my releases right after this shit. Like certain shit like that we, again, this nigga is
them shoes wasn't moving like that. Them knocked the slot. They wasn't moving like that. Come on, man.
During the Pusha T stuff, they, he was supposed to be rolling out something with Adidas as well. It's like he was beefing with Nike before that, though. You know what I mean? It was some type of little, not seeing eye to eye with the Nike stuff. 100%. So it's like, come on now. 100%.
Now you want to make this all part of that.
That brand stuff, the music is what got his brand popping. So if he can get back to cooking up music, fire music, everybody gonna get back on this woo-wop 100%. You know what I mean? It's like, come on now, stop being so hurt about the L. You know what I mean? In order to get back off your feet, because it's like, look, bro, it's only one person in boxing that's undefeated, right? All the other greats, legends, got L's on their record, right? And you can say what you want to say about Floyd. You know what I mean? Different eras and whatnot. This is a different era of hip hop. Look, bro, come back. Do what you got to do on the way that you got back. The way that you popped off, you know what I mean? And made your 10-year run. You went from 09 to 2024. So you had a 15-year run of at the top nonstop, 100%. So, you took that, you took that one on the chin out. I mean, well, you ain't really took it on the chin and looking like
no, you didn't.
On my mouth.
You know what I'm saying? He in his feelings.
international star. You talking about Big. Big wasn't never an international star.
Jay was.
Like Fifth was big. Fifth sued people, right? But he's not suing people over hip hop this record.
My problem with this is that
that's the point
you started taking it to a messy place, and the mess backfired on you absolutely horribly.
Yeah, I know, we make the joke all the time, but
yeah, we know.
Yeah,
like Fifth sued people. Own it. Fifth sue people. We talk about Fifth sue people. Fifth will take you to court, but he's not suing over. Ja Rule didn't sue 50 over, and 50, whatever 50 did at the time to Ja Rule, put Ja Rule on a pause, a permanent pause at one point. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that Ja Rule could do. Kelly, he could have got whoever he want, but Ja Rule didn't go take 50 to court.
But Flip, let me ask you, with everything that Drake potentially gets to gain in this type of a win, none of the other people ever had that type of leverage. Like,
I understand what you're saying.
So do you prioritize hip hop in that mode, or you do look at?
No, you prioritize your business, but where it stems from, it becomes tricky to me. Like if they made AI stuff or stuff where to sort of add to them calling him a PDF, then I'll say, no, you need to get sued for that.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
But that's what he's saying.
Yes,
he's saying they
add in, meaning that like AI, I use the word AI, meaning videos or try to do something funny to show. And if it was spread all over the world and if it affected his business, I understand that. We're just talking about a rap level.
A bot is AI.
No, I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying, right?
You talking? Right. This is dragging on too long, man. At the end of the day, man, like you can't justify killing somebody at the rap battle, bro. And I think that he's trying to use his leverage and all his connections and stuff like that to try to push that at the new level.
Go with Genty the 9th.
Yep.
Over McCaffrey.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably not.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like, you feel me? I don't, you can't push that, bro. You can't push that. And I feel like there needs to be a lot more pushback on that whole situation, man. I don't even feel like I wish I was on that panel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like there's enough pushback against that. It's like, Ish and Ice is like they trying to validate it and like let's see it from his perspective. No, man. I see what he's doing, and it's corny. We start doing stuff like that. Like, what are we doing? Like, where's this gonna go now?
Yeah, I'm not with all that. And then the whole rollout for the album is hella corny too to me, because it's like, it's like he's trying to make it cool. Like, first of all, he's trying to play victim and be like but at the same time be like, I'm the best. That's why everyone wants to take me out of the game. And you know what I mean? Like, The best to me ain't the best is subjective, not sales, not you know what I mean. He's not the most influential. He's not the most. Maybe he might have at one time been the most lucrative to collaborate with, but even that's been hit or miss over the last 10 years. You know, he hasn't been exactly the best cosign. You know, well maybe actually. What was bruh's name, bro? He had a hit, but then when Drake jumped on it and then kind of killed. Or even Fetty Wap, huh? I guess Fetty Wap did catch that case. But yeah, I mean, you know, he's the international pop star. You know?
Yeah.
Right. 100%.
Yeah, you can't come in this game and change the rules, man. You can't do it.
My bad.
He's trying though. Yeah, he's trying though, you know what I'm saying? But you can't come in the game and change the rules, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's corny. And then for him being in the position that he's in, he's like, oh yeah, well, he got all this to lose, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, anybody who, like I said, you already know what it is. If you're a student of hip hop, you should know that when people battle, everything is up for grabs. Everything can be affected. You know what I'm saying? If you're selling merch and all that, that can stop. All depending on how how you come out on that battle. But can you bounce back? Yes, you can. You know what I'm saying? You could bounce back. You know, Ja Rule out there doing shows and stadiums and all that. He's still doing his thing. Nas is doing his thing. Jay doing his thing. You know what I mean? Everybody who battled, they still doing their thing. You feel me? So that's ridiculous, man. Like
Bruh's he's a tail tucker, man. The boy called you a PDF file, and that's what got you hot. Are you serious? Come on now, look, bruh. You got to take that and like flip that. Oh my mama, for real. Cause you know, they even flipped the BBL Drizzy like type Metro. You like, come on, look, bro. This is the internet day. You know what I mean? You got to go dig up some shit, man, and come back 100%. Paul's like, look, bro. If and at the end, before you cut it off, the video, they got to talking about the bots. It's like, look, bro, like I think, you know what I mean, certain people be taking advantage of them, you know what I mean? So don't act like bro ain't took advantage of what was going on as well, too, though. 100%. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Bro, I watched the same thing with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? They was both signed to the same label. They was beefing. Whoever was hotter at that time, that's who put all the resources behind, which was Cardi at that time. People put the resources behind Cardi. Then Nicki doubled back years later. Cardi was struggling with the second album. Nicki dropped the the Pink Print 2. You know what I'm saying? Did the big tour behind it. You know, good record sales, all that. So they put the resources behind Nicki. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with K-Dot and Drake. Like, whoever is winning at that time, that's who they're gonna put the resources behind. You know what I mean? So if Drake was winning at that time, if he would have won the battle, they would have put everything behind Drake. You know what I'm saying? So, like, come on. Like, you can't say, oh, well, you're doing this and you're doing that. Yeah, but you benefited from it too. You benefited too. You can't tell me what if K-Doc would have taken that route and say, well, you know, you have bots in your joint too. Boosting your joint up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, man. That's corny.
No, 100%, bro.
We gotta put it in the corny shit like that in hip hop, man.
And that's my thing about the PDF, bro. You said that Day Free could be the baby daddy. 100%. You know what I mean? You brought Pusha T wife and name into the joint. You know what I mean? It's like, look, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? You threw LeBron under the bus talking about, you know what I mean, what you said about him and his relationship. You did so much foul stuff. 100%. It's like, look, bro. And a motherfucker just called you a PDF? Are you fucking serious?
For real, like, and you take that to heart, like that's just the worst thing that could be possibly said. Like, come on, man, we know that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? We know it's all part of the battle. You feel me? Like stop it, man. Stop the nonsense, man. If that's the case, man, just get out of hip hop, just make R&B, man, or the sing rap thing. Like, just stay over there with the pop music, bro. if that's how you're gonna feel after a battle, bro, just stay over there. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna change anything over here. You didn't create this game. You're not gonna change anything in this game. You know what I mean? So let's move on to UMG. You know, they giving a lot of pushback. You know what I'm saying? I see what Lucian Grange talking about. Same people he's suing.
Come on now.
Greg, bruh, you know I run a global company, right? Why would I be interested and invested in a rap battle? He told Drake his recent claims make no sense due to the fact that the company that I run, Universal Music Group, has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in Drake, including long-standing and critical financial support for his recording career, the purchase and ownership of the bulk of his recording catalog, and also the purchase of his music publishing rights. So now we go from beefing with UMG to now also beefing with Stake. You guys all know Drake has been heavily invested in promoting Stake. Anytime you guys see Drake doing a live stream, he's gambling on Stake.
No, trying your
yes, sir.
favorite drink, huh?
Yes, sir. My favorite drink.
No, I'm kidding.
You know it's good. You know it's good. Yes.
Oh,
23. Yes, we'll take that. Yes. Psycho. Yeah.
Oh, no. You're gonna.
Fuck it.
No.
Fuck it. We're going.
It's all good when it's beneficial.
This is what they came to see.
So we're playing the table club and we're hitting the club afterwards.
This is what they came to see.
Yo, you see that joint he wearing?
What's the state property?
Yeah, take that off, man.
Come on now.
You don't represent that type of time, man. Take that off, man. You can't be suing niggas and wearing shit like that. Take that off, man. B Siegel, man. B Siegel went back and forth with a few cats in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jada and all that. Like, take that off, man.
Come
on, you know
My bad.
Oh, yeah, use. Shout out to Chick Smooth.
You made big
I have it.
Wait, you have it?
It's only.
Wait, how much did you bet? Like,
anytime you see him in his private jet, he's on Stake gambling. The man has cut so many promos for Stake to the fact that people actually think Drake has ownership in Stake. Now, apparently Drake signed a crazy deal worth up to 100 M's per year with Stake. So you would think if Drake has this kind of partnership and relationship with this company, even if they're not on the best terms, everything will be kept in-house. But not when it comes to Drake. Last night, Drake went on this streamer's chat. His name is Trainwreck. He's actually a huge streamer and Drake rocks with him. Drake got in his chat to let people know that he's not on good terms with Stake and their owners, at least for right now. Now, this crash out is so bad that even Drake fans are telling Drake, bro, you gotta take a mental break, brother. What's going on with you? Drake went off on the two founders of Stake, Eddie Craven and Bijan Tarani. Drake put a picture of Eddie and called him a snake. Then he went on to say, Eddie has been dissing the Owls. Fuck Eddie. Fuck this goof. If Stake is the Warriors, I am Steph Curry. We win chips for the last how many years? The owners get rich as fuck and makes us run suicide after practice still, eat granola bars for meals, and take the Greyhound bus to games. Fucking goofinos. Oh shit, that's a new one. I'm about to add that to my repertoire.
But you scared to do an interview with any of these platforms over here, though. You go to a weirdo, you go to some random dude,
some nerd.
Come step in the paint, bro, and speak how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude's just extra corn, man. Like, for real, this is ridiculous.
Fucking Bijan is on the boat with DiCaprio, tripping on ketamine, wearing on running shoes, and the worst shades known to man. Then he tells Trainwreck, "You are the Jordan, I am Steph." The point is, Bijan is getting a piggy bank from Tobey Maguire right now in Ibiza. And Bijan wants smoke with me, and I am about it. Fuck them. They want smoke with OVO, so it's up. Spit in the face. We built this shit. and they treat us like shit still. So as you guys can see, Drake is spiraling once again, and he's having money issues with yet another company. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually concerning. Did Drake wake up one day and realize that Steak has had him in a 360 deal? Now, I saw somebody say, yes, Steak gave Drake a lot of money, but he lost it right back to Steak because the slots are rigged and a scam. There's a reason he's angry with them. He has promoted Steak and is left with zero money. Now, I don't want to...
Like, come on, B. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here, man? Just bitching all over the place. Like,
you know,
I mean, like, how can I even take you serious after all this shit now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I, you know, whatever he got going on with Steak, that's between him and Steak. But the Lucy and Grange joint, the UMG joint, and then you're doing it off the back of the Kendrick beef, and you want Kendrick's DNA records, and you want all this information going back to 1985 and all that. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about? What does that got to do with the lawsuit?
Hey, he want his DNA because, like, he's a bride suing for paternity. Man, get your ass out of here.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not making no sense, man.
Paternity test, man. If you don't get your motherfucking ass out of here, dog.
That corny shit need to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? And you further, you further damaging your legacy when you do that, man. You know what I'm saying? People say, "Oh, you know, it's about legacy." You know, yeah, but you ain't doing a good job trying to maintain that.
Damn.
You feel me? Like, come on, dude. Like, tripping.
Yeah, bro. It's like he's doing it to himself. Pause. You know what I mean? He's keeping this. He's like, you know who Jerry Jones is, big bro?
Yeah.
He's like
a team owner, right?
Yeah, team owner, but he just likes to be in the news, you know, for the wrong shit. You feel me? Oh, my mama, this motherfucker being in the news for the man, where's the music at? You know what I mean? Where's the wins for the, and I ain't trying to take no shots at no Cowboys fans. Please forgive me. I'm just trying to make an analogy. That's it. Just give us some wins on the field or give us some hits in the headphones. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah. Keep it hip hop. Make some music.
And you know what I mean? Like, he used to be at the smack battles and all that. Like, you feel me?
But you remember, you remember, like, he went to Smack Back and said, yeah, it's gonna be some rules in battle rap. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You're not gonna come here and change nothing.
Disrespect.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you're not gonna do that, fam. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even your arena right here. Like, you can't even handle a little rap battle, you know, on your side of things. You gonna come in here and change rules? I think's not. Things not. Better get the hell on with that crap, man. Please. You know. Well, moving along. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
I got this joint with St. John's talking about right. You know, spit.
Says an Usher record he wrote did 70 million streams. His take was about $1.5 thousand. If he dropped it himself at 3 mil, he had 10K.
I wrote a record for Usher. The song streamed 70 million. And if you never did none before, like, that's a lot. That's not $70 million. And here's the mathematics. If I own 25% of the song and it did 70 million streams and it's $3,000 per million stream, $210,000, right? Spotify collects the streams. It's publishing money. That's writing. And it's performance money. I wrote this song, so I deal with publishing money. There's a fixed percentage on the publishing side. My take on that 210 was probably $1,500. If I'd have put that song out myself and only had 3 million streams, I'd have made $10,000. I said, I'm done. I was like, this is done. You know how hard it is to get these songs on these people who put it out on their own time? For your livelihood to be dependent on somebody else that you don't control or influence, impact, or have a relationship with, you're not even getting paid your weight in salt. So I stopped giving records to artists. I'm like, I could give you this record and you could fail and I can get a percentage of your failure, or I could take 100% of my failure and I could take that to the bank. So I just bet on myself.
Do ghostwriters deserve more? St. John.
Now, let me tell you something. Like I said, I was saying earlier, man, I was like, yo, if ghostwriters start taking that approach and feel like they don't want to be ghostwriting because they don't feel like they just do, this game is in trouble. Because like I said, these dudes' pens ain't that strong, bro.
So one of my favorite R&B artists right now is Party Next Door, right? And so he wrote the Drake and Rihanna song. Please forgive me, I'm drawing a blank right now. But that was one of his biggest songs ever. 100%, bro. Please forgive me. I can't think of, and I hate to bring bruh name back up. You know, that just shows you how, you got songs, big songs. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you tripping? But yet, you know what I mean? For bruh and Party, like I said, I call myself King R&B, right? That's what I slap. You know what I mean? That's what stay up in my shit, right? 100%. You know what I mean? But for him to admit that he wish he wouldn't have did that. He wish he would have kept that for himself, because it was like Brad just said, 75 million streams.
And the take was 210. So out of 210,000, you get a 25% as a producer. That's a fix. That's fixed. And you only made
for writing.
For the writing, 25%, right?
Yeah.
And you only got 1,500. And see, the thing is, why I'm saying that, see, if you have a relationship with an artist, that's different, because you can actually, negotiate directly with that artist. You know what I mean? You have a relationship with him. Y'all can sit down, y'all can chop it up, whatever the case may be. But there's a lot of times where they get dudes that's unknown to write for artists that's big. So that artist, that ghostwriter, may not even don't even have a relationship with that artist. You see what I'm saying? And then what happens? You know what I mean? They get a hit. The hit blows up. This, that, and the third. The artist gets all of the credit, and most of the money, and then he's getting scraps. The person who actually wrote the song is getting scraps. Like, come on, man, that's ridiculous.
No, it really is. But some of the ghostwriters, especially in the R&B game, what they do is they'll start to penning for other people, and then they'll start to transition into getting into, because like I said, I'm King R&B. One of my favorite artists is Neo. That's how Neo got in the game. You know what I mean? He was magical with the pen, writing for a Beyonce's and, whoever's and whatnot, you know what I mean? And then Brett, however he got on, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I think Bogey was telling me a story about Neo, Brett being in, or I might have seen, damn it, I forgot, Brett. But when Neo was on his grind in Vegas, you know what I mean? Still coming up, you feel me? 100%. It's like, look, in that type of game, yeah, that's what, that's the route, if you can't just, because you be grinding and, because if you can write, if you can't sing, then that's how you naturally gonna get your money, is just penning, you feel me? But if you can pen and sing, you know what I mean? It just ain't it's taking you a longer time to get on. Well, let me see if I can start, and I hate to bring it back, bro, the Meek Mill and whatnot beef because of the boy, Quentin Miller. They found out Quentin Miller was writing, and we got the reference tracks and all that. Oh, bro, you ain't writing. Oh, okay. Well, you been called out. Over there, that's a whole different story. You feel me? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, they deserve a whole lot more money for sure, brother. You know what I mean? It's that's how the people sit at the top of this record industry. That's how they get they dough.
Yeah, but think about this, right? What if they decide to say, you know what? I'll write a couple songs, but you know what? I'm gonna write more for myself. I'm gonna put my own stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Then what happens then? Because like I said, we don't even have a song of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like a mainstream song of the summer. You feel me? It's just like random songs just rotating on the radio. We don't have that one song that just takes the summer, by force. You feel me? So, and the game is in a slump right now. So it's like, yo, like, what are y'all doing? Are y'all writing music? Like, what's really going on?
Well, you see, they just canceled the hip hop awards
because they know that turnout wasn't going to be good.
Well, I mean, I like the hip hop awards. This last one they just had, because it was the Free and AJ. What's the name of their show? Please forgive me. 106 in Park. Man, they brought all the legends out for 106 in Park. Had my dog T.I. out there, brought Bow Wow out there, bop, pump. Hey, it was smacking. I'm like, man, we need this. And now you want to cancel it, but I just seen Free on she must have been on her Instagram or something like that. But you know what? You ever see a 9 Mag TV on YouTube? And
I be peeping at the time.
They was recording her live, right? And Baby Girl said one of the reasons why what's going on is because of what the higher powers that be And you know, the cases that have been coming about and certain stuff starting to get exposed to the light. So people want to take a step back and not ruffle no feathers in so many words. You know what I mean? 100%. So, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers might be treading light right now, you know what I mean? Walking on eggshells because they don't want to ruffle no feathers.
But you know what, though? I'm going to say this, right? We need to have our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, people claim that, you know, BET, you know, we don't really know who owns BET. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyler Perry tried to buy it, and I'm pretty sure if he would have been able to get BET, oh, that award show would have been hot. He would have made sure that joint turned out every year. You know what I'm saying? So, because I've been hearing like, yo, we have to have our own award shows. Like,
I think he do own it because he had a big little you know,
segment on there?
Yeah, he was talking. Yeah, he did
he made a bid for it, and they, you know, he didn't win the bid.
Swing.
Yeah, he didn't win the bid.
I thought he got it.
And I feel like they should have just gave it to him, because now, like where we at right now? You know what I'm saying? You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna see owns BET currently.
Right now, say he just got a 25% stake in it. While he does not, while he does have a 25% stake, the streaming service and has been involved in the production deal with Paramount, the parent company of BET, since 2019. He does not own BET. He was also among the bidders' interests.
You know what I'm saying? And even in USA Today, you know, they said that let me put this up on the screen. Let's see something real fast, because they were saying that he got turned down, but he said he got turned down by Paramount. So I'm trying to see like what's going on with that.
Production of let's see.
Let me bring that up real fast. Okay, so it says, okay, you see it? All right, cool. It says, BET won't be sold after all. Paramount Global decided against selling the majority stake of the network, because that's where you make all the decisions at. You know what I'm saying? If you had that majority stake, so you know. But Paramount notified bidders late Wednesday about its decision to conclude the BET Media Group sale process. Said a person familiar with the decision who was not authorized to speak publicly. The person said that the company determined maintaining a heavy stake in BET creates more value for Paramount than any of the proposals, after consulting with a couple of highly experienced financial advisors. Some popular suitors included actor director Tyler Perry, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, and businessman Byron Allen. At one point, some considered Perry as a leading contender based on the two successful series, The Oval and Sisters, airing on the network. He also owns a minority stake of the BET Plus streaming service. Along with BET, the deal would have included the cable channel VH1. BET was originally started by Robert, then wife Sheila Johnson, in 1980. Robert Johnson created BET from the basement of his Washington home after securing a $500,000 loan from a longtime cable executive, John Malone, and eventually built the brand into leading TV network for Black Americans. Okay.
And Bob Johnson owned the Charlotte Hornets at one time too.
I didn't know that. That's new information to me.
I think that's who Jordan bought the team from, was Bob Johnson. Because when Bob Johnson stepped down as the CEO and all that, he went and got the fucking Charlotte Hornets. Excuse my language.
Okay. Then it said Johnson expanded BET by creating smaller digital networks geared to fans of jazz, gospel, and hip hop, along with being a publishing house and an event production firm. The network was initially led by popular shows like Bobby Jones Gospel, Rap City, Comic View, Lift Every Voice, and Teen Summit. In the early 1990s, the network became the first black-controlled television company to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. That's key words. You know what I mean? BET has seen a decline in subscribers and revenue over the past decade. Subscribers fell to an estimated 66.3 million in 2022 from 89.5 million in 2014, a peak year for cable television, according to S&P Global. S&P said the cable network's annual profits have fallen from an estimated peak of 319 million in 2013 to 188 million in 2022. The jewel of the BET Media Group acquisition could have been BET Plus, which launched in 2019. So that's a new arm of BET right there. BET says the streaming service has more than 3 million subscribers. BET beefed up its content after Johnson and then his wife Sheila sold BET to Viacom in 2000 for $3 billion, which made them the nation's first Black billionaires. He remained CEO until 2006. 106 in Park became a flagship program for BET and creating opportunities for unknown personalities into household names like including AJ Calloway, Marie Freewright, Free and AJ, Roxy Terrence J. The weekday show, which started in 2000 and lasted more than a decade, thrived with the video countdown, interviews, and performances. A year later, the network started BET Awards to celebrate the contributions that of people of color had made through the entertainment and sports realms. For years, BET was a platform that highlighted positive images of Black people, but in the mid-2000s, the network's programming drew heavy criticism from several popular figures, filmmaker Spike Lee to Public Enemy's Chuck D among them, who accused BET of depicting African Americans in a negative light. Many took aim at the now defunct BET Uncut, a late-night mature program that contained highly sexual content. Big Boy of Outkast is openly taken back by some of the content on Uncut, calling it distasteful and soft porn. Other political figures and activists showed their displeasure, along with the then co-founder Sheila Johnson, who said she had become ashamed of the networks in a 2010 interview, suggesting that no one watching, including her own children. Uncut was canceled in 2006. But when you sell your stuff to somebody else, you really can't tell them what to do with it.
It's facts.
Just saying. You know what I mean? As a result of the criticism, BET took a new approach. The company researched what their viewers would wanted to see, created a lineup for more family-oriented shows like Read Between the Lines and Let's Stay Together. Also brought back the game, which set ratings for the network after fans petition for the show to return to television following its cancellation on CW. So he said why some of his top-rated shows are now Sisters, All the Queen's Men, First Wives Club, Tyler Perry's The Oval. The other shows in the network, which include American Soul and Tales and Boomerang. Tales, that was O Gotti show. The network also airs the BET Awards, BET Hip Hop Awards, and the NAACP Image Awards. So, that's a little history on BET. You know what I mean?
And that's why that shit canceled. Paramount is the parent company. They're like, man, we're not touching hip hop right now.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say ownership is key. Like, ownership is key. You don't own it, you really can't tell people what to do with it. You know what I mean? If I bought something, you're not gonna tell me. You might have requests, you know what I mean? And some things you can sometimes some things you can kind of put in the, into the contract or whatever. You might own a little stake in it to where it's like, all right, I still want to be able to make certain decisions. But if I got the majority share, I really don't. Once I buy it and I got the majority share, I really don't care what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I could take that approach. You feel me?
Right.
So it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? We gotta start 100% owning our stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? So nobody can't really control, our emotion. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
But what are the new acts they was gonna put on stage this year anyway? Like, I know, when the awards coming, is for the artists for the previous year or for like, earlier in the year or whatever, but we haven't really had a whole lot of, mainstream hits that really dropped this year. So I don't know. I think they probably felt like the turnout wasn't going to be that well, but
it is hella awkward, bro. That it ain't been nothing that took over the summer and just went crazy. 100%.
Because people stop focusing on the quality of music. They just want to get a bag. You know what I mean? They don't want to make something great. They just want to get a bag. So now you got a bunch of sack chasers in the rap game on the, you know, and you don't have people that's actually trying to really make great music. You know, and that's been a problem for a little minute, and people want to overlook it, but now it's coming to that problem is rising to the top now. Now you're not seeing, you know, you're not seeing much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know where this hip hop thing going, bro. But
they said
shout
the
out
OG,
to Pusha T and Malice, man.
yeah, they say the OGs is bringing hip hop back to life.
You know. Shout out to Benny and them. They dropped something this summer. You know what I'm saying? Conway dropped something. You know what I mean? You know my usuals. You know they gonna keep that flame lit. Feel me? But yeah, man, that's where it's at when it comes to hip hop, man. It's like, yo, we gotta step it up, bro. Got to step it up. We don't even, you know how New York had it first, then Cali, then Atlanta. Now it's like, who's gonna catch the wave, man?
Gonna bring it back on my mouth.
Yeah, who's gonna catch the wave? It's there for the taking right now. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so let me get into this.
It's time to get in the kitchen and get to cooking.
Exactly.
Oh my
time to get
mom.
to work. Winter's coming.
Come on now. And that make you want to stay in and get it in.
Exactly. Winter's coming. What we gonna do? All right, so let's get into this Young Dolph case, man. I'm gonna touch on this a little bit. So now, okay, let me just play this joint real quick.
Top of your news, leader first at 4. The trial is underway for the man police say orchestrated the deadly shooting of Memphis rapper Young Dolph in 2021. Hernandez Govan is charged with murder, conspiracy, and attempted murder. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. It was a year after the deadly attack when Govan was indicted. WREG's Sharita Patterson was inside the courtroom when the accused faced a judge and a jury of his peers in a case that could last for several days.
Monday marked day 1 for the trial of Hernandez Govan, the man state prosecutors are calling the mastermind behind the deadly shooting of Memphis rapper Young Dolph in November of 2021. Govan, flanked by his defense lawyers, made his way into court, sitting motionless once inside, staring straight ahead. The judge first giving jury instructions to the 12 men and women plus 4 alternates who could soon decide the fate of the man charged with murder and conspiracy.
During the course of the trial, you will receive all of the evidence you may properly consider to decide the case.
Prosecutors wasted no time during their opening statements to the jury, telling the attentive group a lot of money was up for grabs for an alleged contract killing.
Govan told Smith that there is a $100,000 bounty on Adolph Thornton's life.
The assistant district attorney went on to describe the aftermath from the alleged murder for hire.
Thornton's body had around 20 gunshot entrance wounds to his neck, his chest, his arms, and a catastrophic injury to his face.
When it was the defense's turn to deliver their opening statement, they began right away with poking holes in the story of one of the state's star witnesses, Cornelius Smith.
And I ask each and every one of you, what would you do if you were facing a mandatory life sentence to get out of it? Why would you need to make so many different statements if you were telling the truth?
From that moment, the state called 2 witnesses, the sister and former bodyguard of Young Dolph, which was followed by an hour-long recess. We are covering this trial gavel to gavel. In fact, we have team coverage, and you can find all the information at any time on our website, WREG.com. Reporting for your news leader outside the Criminal Justice Center, Sharita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
Hernandez Govan rejected a plea deal last month. Of course, we will continue following the trial with Team 3 coverage throughout the evening.
All right, so
developing news, we're following the trial of Hernandez Govan.
So now, this is another one right here. But so, man, it's been dragging on for a minute, but that whole joint fell apart, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy to think that a lot of this stuff started because Dolph didn't want to sign to Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to sign to CMG, I'm gonna say as a whole. You know what I mean? So it's like this record's, you know, and Dolph said, he said, he started hearing like dudes was coming, you know, his partner was coming back to him saying that they were shooting shots at him on the album or whatever. And on the mixtapes, matter of fact. And he said he ignored it for a little while until it was actually direct. You feel me? And once it was direct, and he was like, all right, now I'm gonna shoot my shots back. And then it was the disses, and then it was, you know, went from the music to the streets, and then it's, you know, it went haywire. But I don't know, man. I know at the end of the day, Gotti gotta tuck his taco, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause they can't, you know, his brother's gone now. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he's gone. So it's like, you know, who else can they look at? You know, y'all own this label together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hopefully you don't get caught up. But if they start mentioning homeboy name, that scope gonna be on them.
Yeah, but
they gotta prove it, of course. You know what I'm saying? They gotta prove that joint, but it's just like,
and you know, Juke, you know, it's a lot of layers. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I didn't know that Brad got hit 20 times.
I didn't know that. I you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, like,
rest in peace to Brad, man. 100%.
Rest in peace to Dolph, man.
Like, and then like the prosecution and a little bit of the opening statement we just seen, $100K. Once anybody on the streets in the communities hears something like that, we've heard people take $5K, $10K, you know what I mean? Maybe even lesser for doing stupid shit. You feel me? And I say stupid shit, that's exactly what I'm talking about. 100%. So just if that got in the atmosphere, it ain't no telling, you know what I mean? And clearly, you know what I mean, with us seeing the stuff on video, we knew that, you know what I mean, it wasn't like, oh, okay, well, you know what I mean, they didn't pull it up. They might have been telling bruh, you know what I mean, could have been riding all day, got to wear bruh, you know, there's, you know, I don't know how this stuff transpired, you feel me? But if that is the truth, and for them to be opening that with part of their open statement, they got some type of evidence or something like that to throw that out there, you feel me? And so for that to be in the atmosphere, ain't no telling who would have been like, man, you know what I mean? 100%.
I mean, Dolph was live. He was on live the day he got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was on live. He had pulled up, and it was him, and he had I don't know if it was somebody else, but I know he was, you know, he was riding around.
Wasn't it back to back?
It was back to back, yeah. Like, it was somebody else. It was another car too. It was back to back through the city or whatever. And you know, they found, you know, I tell you that going live shit, man, and you know you got beef, bro. You gotta, man, listen, you gotta move strategic, my dude. Especially if you done got hit before.
But see, you know that's my thing about the 100K. If anybody
the shooters didn't get paid much either. One of them didn't get paid at all.
And that's why the motherfucking Bluebirds get to singing. You know what I mean? Like, so if the word on the street is that's what it is, ain't no telling who's ready to go step up. You feel me? But yet, you know what I mean? If you only gonna get, you know, the whatever, it's like, oh, okay, well, of course we gonna get the rap. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of fucked up though, because whoever dropped that word, that, you know, that out there like that, it's like, look, it got to be some real life type stuff for $100K, bro. Motherfuckers don't even. Let me stop. We've heard it. We've heard it. You motherfuckers do stuff for stupid stuff for lesser than $100K, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you see, I look at this, right. You know, Dolph got people backing him too. You feel me? They just not putting their face out there as they should. They moving like real G's. You feel me? So it was a real war. You feel me? Now, you know, Dolph took a loss, unfortunately, but the way Juke had it, it went kind of sloppy. It went sloppy. You passed, allegedly he's supposedly passed money that's what they accusing this Govan dude of. It's like you passed the bread to him, and he was supposed to pay the youngins. Some of the youngins did not get paid. You know what I'm saying? And it backfired. You feel me? Not only did it backfire, but whoever behind Dolph and his peoples, they not playing either.
And
you know what I'm saying? It's back and forth stuff because Govon's daughter got killed in Texas.
100%, the little rapper.
Exactly. You feel me?
Oh, my mama. And then the cold thing, is like you do that type of stuff. And I think me and Bug was talking about this not too long ago. Because I think it was a video or something we watched. When you do stuff like that, motherfucker, hold that over your head. Bro, where the rest of the dough at? 100%. You know what I mean? I need mines. Even though you might have gave me the 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, bro, another 5-piece, bro. Another 10 years go by, I'm doing bad.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about it too. Is like, okay, say allegedly you pay somebody and they get the job done and you pay them in full. How long does it take before they start talking that shit? Like, listen, bro, you need some more money.
I ain't gonna hold you, right? Back in the days, like with the mafia and all that, some people that wasn't made men, they'll send to go put in work, and as soon as they go put that work in, they get put down.
Yep.
Because we don't need that as a liability. Then walking around with them secrets, and then it's like years later now you want to
exactly
extort
it's like extorting someone.
It's like extortion, like reverse extortion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah.
You go do your own motherfucking work, bro. 100%, like, bro.
And the way a lot of these young boys is moving, it's on some okay. We gonna do the shit, but if we get caught, it's like, yo, listen, man, we only holding it down if we don't get caught.
I got something real serious right here.
Mentally ready to go do a life sentence at 17, 18, 21, 25. Like, they're not ready to do
at
no
30, 40, 50.
See, now they move with a unit, right? You got the driver, you got the shooter, and then you got bruh who holds the phone to record it all. See what I'm saying?
Or they'll go, like it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll go on the internet and be dropping hints.
Yeah, that they finna.
Yeah, or they did it already.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, bro. Like,
or even when after an alleged, job done, they're, the ceremonious put the op in the blunt now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like,
yeah, I mean, just doing something with your phone. Your phone is a tracker, bro.
Yes, it is.
You don't even got to go on the internet and post it, bro. You take your phone with you, it's a wrap. 100%, bro. They got the things where they can, pinpoint you. You can be on the phone talking to somebody while you finna do something. You can go check your Instagram just by pulling your phone out and open. You ain't even gotta unlock it. That motherfucking pinging 100%, bro.
Hey, last year when
was on the motherfucking street lights. If you ever looked in the major cities, right? All the major street lights in its main streets, they got them little cameras where it track your license plate. 100%. Like, look, bro,
and or your facial recognition.
They could zoom in. You know what I mean?
In your city, Slim, y'all had 9/11, bro. Right after 9/11, it's cameras on all the blocks, right? So my young bull flock that had all the Mirion and the what's the expensive puff coat name? I'm
Canada Goose.
The Marcella.
It's a goose, but Montclair. There it is, right
there. There you go. That's what I meant.
He had his Miris in his J's on, Brad. He was covered up, but yet he on camera at the barbershop, woo wopping. You feel me? Everything is so, especially in
Vegas, bro. We're about to go to Vegas where everything is on camera.
100%.
Yep. And like for example, this was in back in 2010, 11 era, right? My pops dropped his wallet at the table. Somebody else swooped it, unbeknownst to him. Then he notices his wall's gone. He asks, Woo Wop and the security. They look at the footage. They see, oh, this guy picked it up. They got the guy in another joint, the next casino over.
Wow.
Because of the facial recognition.
I don't know if you remember this part in, I think, was it in Power? Yeah, it was in Power. It was in the early episodes, right? Tommy went to go put in some work, but he left his phone on the table in the crib and he left it on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people call, it can ping from over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't think people really peep that in Power. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna watch TV, watch the right shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, because how you gonna actually be off the grid, right? Like, I mean, when people are like clown on people that have flip phones and shit, man, they smart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you don't want to be subject to, your information being got. Okay.
man, you gotta move like a ninja now these days, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move like a ninja, man. You can't have no phones, no nothing, no fingerprints, no facials, no nothing.
Even if you're gonna do a hire, right? Like just that whole process of it too. How are you gonna how do you get the means of contacting this person, right? You know what I mean? Like who put you?
There's ways. I ain't gonna put it out there, but it's ways.
Yeah, for sure. But see,
that don't involve
all those ways, I'm sure come with protocols. And then all these cats, they don't follow any kind of protocol, bro.
That's like Slim said. That's like Slim said. They gonna be okay with not talking to until they get caught. So they gonna blow through that money. Even if they got paid the whole $100K, let's just say they got it right. And it's Govan, and Govan, the rumor is he might have kept some money off of the top and then give the whole Young Bulls. You know what I mean? So the money comes into play. So if it was $100K that got dropped, you know what I mean? 50 might have took 75 and gave, I don't know. Look, I'm just speculating. But my main point is $100K ain't nothing. I could spend $100K so motherfucking fast right now, bro. You know what I mean? 100%.
One card, a fully loaded. What's your favorite card, JD? I'm just using this as an example.
So my dream car right now is a 2001 AMG 55 SL, bro. That's one of my dream cars, bro.
So that'll hit you.
I'm talking about for today, like right now, something new.
Oh, I want a 2019, 2020 AMG GT.
GT, right? A GT fully loaded, 100K, gone.
See, gone. That's some facts.
Gone. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, I know the way that it's supposed to go is if somebody's going to put out, you're going to pay somebody to go put some work in, you got to put some, that person has to back you when it comes to the legal situation as well. Now, if they back you, you get paid. They back you if you go off of it, you get caught. You go to trial. They back the trial. You know what I'm saying? They give you a fair shot to beat the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you lose fair and square. You got the bread, you got paid. You know what I'm saying? And we paid for the whole situation to make sure that you had some kind of fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? But you got to take that L, homie. That's how it go. You know what I'm saying? So, because at the end of the day, you got caught. You're supposed to be the professional. You know what I mean? But they not hiring professionals. They going to get
I was about to say that. I was like, is it because they got paid? It makes them a professional? It makes it a profession, right? Because they weren't professionals, right?
No, you're supposed to get professionals to pull off shit like that. You're not really supposed to be messing with them young boys.
The nigga that had the money that was dropping the money should have known where to go. You were sloppy. If that is the scenario and that's what transpired, whoever put the money out on bruh is like, look, you didn't go do your homework. You were completely sloppy. You thought you was finna remove yourself. You know what I mean? But yet, it's like, look, bruh, somebody got greedy. It was a third man thing. You dropped it off to somebody. Somebody took that and was supposed to go drop it off to the Young Bulls. The other dude, if it's Govan or whoever, you know what I mean? he might not be eating like that. So he had to skim off the top. You feel me? It ain't no telling, bruh. And so when the money get to being playing involved and everybody ain't eating. We all eat around here, B.
Check this out. Check this out, right? Both of Black Youngster's brothers got killed. Both of them, right? Govon's daughter got killed. Moneybagg Yo people's, I think his cousin or something like that got killed. He had to move out the city, right? They went all the way up the ladder to where they hit Big Jook and could have got Yo Gotti if Yo Gotti didn't leave a little while earlier, because they was at the same funeral, right? But you don't hear nothing about them. Ain't no Instagram, ain't no nothing. That's how you supposed to move. They like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hear about them, you don't see them. You don't see them until it's too late. You understand? The only thing that I would say with Dolph is that he should have moved a little bit more smarter. You feel me? Just a little bit more smarter. Stop going back to that city. You gotta move like you gotta use war tactics. You know what I'm saying? You got paper. You could move around. You could live somewhere else. Now, don't get it twisted. Them boys got paper too, and they can move around too. But it's a lot harder to try to touch you in the area where they know really nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Then it can still happen, because he got shot in California. You know what I mean? The time when he got shot in his back, actually 2 times he got shot. One time was in North Carolina where they shot the truck up, but then the second time was in Cali. You know what I mean? And it was Yo Gotti manager that got booked for that. You know what I'm saying?
And the CIA shit in North Carolina, bro, Youngster, they linked the van back to him.
Yeah. He ducking his taco though. You know what I'm saying? And he taking losses as well. You feel me? So one side is moving smart, the other side is moving sloppy. And this is why this is going on. You know what I mean? Like, those social media is none of that. And you have to have strict rules. I remember one time, who's it, Shawty? I think it was a dude named, I don't know if it was a dude named, I don't know if it was Shawty or one of them dudes from Atlanta. And he was getting money or whatever, you know what I mean? And he said when BMF came in town, the dudes that he was getting money with, they had a meeting and they was like, listen, do not stand next to them guys. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna go down. And I don't want none of that heat on what we got going on over here. Yeah. So don't stand next to them guys. One dude decided he wanted to disobey that. And they gave homie a pumpkin head for that. like we told you not to stand next to them guys, and you went and stood next to them. You could bring that heat. You don't know if they moving like that and they all out in the open with the money and all that, them people gonna be watching. You know what I'm saying? And they could be watching you too. Now you coming back to us and you bringing that heat. Yeah, they gave him a pumpkin head for that. So some gangsters operate under strict rules. If you violate it, you getting beat or you getting up out of here. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta run a tight shit when it's your freedom and all of that on the line. Like, you feel me? You gotta run a tight shit. And that's why I feel like you don't never hear nothing about on Dolph's side. Because whoever it is, they run a tight shit.
That's that old school mentality, though.
Damn right. You go on social, you're out of here.
My
you
mama
do anything kind of stupid and the mess around and get you caught up and then bring the heat on us, you're getting up out of here. You're not even gonna have the chance to do nothing else.
Straight professionals, bro. Their 9 to 5 is the grind. 100%. Get it by all means. So any type of fuck up, bro, it's a wrap. 100%. I mean, we seen The Wire. We see
and a lot of I meant to mention that. Go ahead though. Yeah, like just like with The Wire, right? A lot of people didn't like Marlo, right? But Marlo ran a tight shit. It was necessary for Marlo to be that aggressive because it was like you're going up, you're on the come up, and you're going up against a dude that's already established for the last 15 years. Got way more paper than you. You see what I'm saying? Got shooters, got the whole nine. So it's like you cannot take any chances with Avon. You have to be completely cold with it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ruthless. And then you look at Avon, it was snitches in his camp. His right-hand man told on him. His nephew was a rat. You know what I'm saying?
Idris had to knock him off when he was in the pen. Remember he had him choked out.
That's what I'm saying. But then he ends up telling.
100%.
You see what I'm saying?
He got brother Malzone set up, bro. Oh, and
Brother
Avon
Malzone.
didn't like that. You got brother Malzone shot, bro. Are you serious? You tried to take?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to go, bro. 100%.
But see, and
Avon knew
that's-
that brother was finna die.
Yeah, for sure. He just had all Avon did was move out the way.
100%. He knew it was coming to Brett. 100%.
Yeah. But it's like at the end of the day, Marlo didn't have those problems. You know what I'm saying? Because Marlo ran a tight ship.
When you got what's my boy name in Snoop? What's my boy name?
Chris and Snoop.
Chris and Snoop. It was a wrap,
Yeah,
bro.
Chris got caught off the
Everybody-
DNA thing when
Yeah,
he beat that dude to death and he dropped the hair on him. I don't know if you remember.
Say that
Michael
again.
had Mike. Remember Mike, the boy
Michael,
Mike.
yeah, they was training Snoop and Chris train Michael.
But you remember he had the stepfather that was,
Yeah, he killed the stepfather.
No, Chris did.
Right. He showed because Michael told him that what was going on with the little
With
brother.
Bugs.
Yeah, once
Yeah, so-
the stepdad came home from jail. Oh my
Yeah.
mama.
So now, but when he wild out, remember he spit on him.
Right.
Boom, DNA.
You know what I'm saying?
that,
When they
yeah.
when he beat him to death in the alley with the pistol,
Right.
and he spit on him. That's it right there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Snoop, you already know how she went out. You feel me?
Come on.
But it's just like Marlo didn't have to worry about dudes ratting on him because he ran such a tight ship. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it couldn't have happened, but it wasn't loose to the point where you think you could play with this. You feel me? So it's the same situation when it comes to them. It's like, Gotti the one up, this, that, and the third. Okay, but your peoples in them moving sloppy. You feel me? And sorry for got to my Jook because we don't even know if Gotti is even involved in anything. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Jook, like your people's moving sloppy. You moving sloppy. You come back to the city out in the open to go to a funeral when you putting bags out here.
I mean,
And it's a war. You're taking losses as well. It's not like it's everybody. It's just one sided. It's not one sided.
Even Black Youngster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember Black Youngster. Remember it's not even alleged because they got charged with that shit. Remember they shot up Dolph's joint like 100 rounds, but he had the bulletproof joint.
Facts. What they gotta hope is that the feds don't come and scoop that case, boy. Because remember, it's been joints going from state to state. Once you start crossing state lines with the violence, the feds will come and pick it up. But I think they letting the state do their thing right now. But if it's anything, as the case gets deeper, the feds could possibly get involved if they wanted to. Because you cross state lines.
They're probably compiling. They probably don't have enough on them yet to move in to be like, all right,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, because they like Jesus Christ. When they show up, they know everything. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
That's funny.
For real. So, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna see how it unfolds. I seen a couple of people live streaming the day one of the trial, you know what I'm saying? Which
Can
was
I ask
today.
y'all a question?
What's up?
Do you think Dolph's record sales was stopping CMG's record sales?
I would say no because CMG.
I don't think so.
CMG got major backing. Like they were getting radio play, and I mean, shit, he's been a radio play artist since like Down in the DM, or even like before that. Like, what was the one he had? The 5-star shit. I was like, shit.
All types.
2009.
So
But
I don't.
also go ahead.
It's like I don't know if anybody on that other side had anything to do with Brez not here being with us no more. It's like It got to be more than like some street shit, bro, or just some disses on some records. You know what I mean? Because
all right, this is how I look at it. Right, I remember Gotti from the DVD days. You know what I'm saying? Gotti got a family that's official in the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been official for a long time. You know what I mean? And when Gotti, you know, when you got a crew or whatever, you got to have somebody out the family that you want to see them actually win and do things the right way. And I felt like Gotti was that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if he got any kind of competition, we wiping them out. They either get on the tip with us on some get down or lay down shit. You know what I'm saying?
They were signed.
I felt like Juke was on it like that. Like, yo, you either get down with the crew or you're gonna become our competition in this city. This city ain't big enough for two of us, bro.
Yeah, because Dolph, they tried to sign Dolph. And Dolph said respectfully declined. And they kept trying to sign him, and he was just nah.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, if I'm looking at it from how possibly Juke would look at it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you ain't signing with me, then you're gonna create your own thing over there. This city not that big. So now I'm trying to sign artists, I'm trying to snatch up all the talent. You're gonna be snatching talent. We dropping records, you're gonna become my direct competition. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah,
you gotta own this city.
Yeah, man.
And
You know what I
it is
mean?
hella small. Memphis, like he was saying too.
Memphis is small, bro.
Yeah, like there's like a main street that stretches through the whole thing. And like, you know, that same road goes all the way up to Mississippi too. But he was saying, like, you know, they're from one side and then, you know what I mean, they're from the other side. You know what I mean?
Think about this, right? Who else is popping from Memphis that's not signed to CMG? Besides the OGs, like, you know, 8 Ball and MJG and all them.
Yeah,
in the new era.
Oh, okay. Pooh Shiesty, he was with 1017 for whatever that word is worth. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
That's the only other one I could think of.
And Keith Block is with
no,
Dolph.
who was the other guy that was running around with rest in peace, he just got murked, but he was running around with Sauce.
What is that? What is that? That's not Sauce Gohan. Was it Peso or Sauce Gohan?
No, I wouldn't Gohan. Gohan is cousin. He's but it's like a S. When it an SA.
Yeah, I think he went back to Memphis and got that's where he got smoked, right?
Not
He's
Peso.
from Memphis. I know you're talking about. He's from Memphis.
Yeah, I don't think it was Peso. It was somebody else though. It was somebody from there, but he was signed to Sauce.
Yeah, but he didn't blow up in Memphis though.
No,
he blew up.
You're right. He blew up in like Vegas,
Texas, so he was moving with his camp.
They said he moved to Texas because of some stuff that he did in Memphis.
Yeah, and then he said he blew up like in Vegas because you know he was on his P shit out there, I guess, or something like that.
The way how fast cats get killed out there behind beef, bro. That's a small city, bro. Everybody know everybody. You know what I mean? You know, if you notice, like it's just like when if you in a city and you got beef with somebody and you in a big city, like you're not gonna see that person every day. But you got to be on point because you don't know when you're going to see that person.
His name is pop up from around the corner out of nowhere.
Yeah, but if you in a small say so P.
Yeah,
say so. There you go. Rest in peace.
But if you in a small city and you beefing with somebody, you liable to see this person every day, every other day. So now it's like, yo, one of us gonna have to leave here, bro. Because I'm not gonna keep running into you. It's not every encounter. It's not. It may not go. You know, right? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I may, you know, you may buck at me, I may buck at you, and then eventually somebody gonna die. You see what I'm saying? So in a city that small, I felt like the G's that was behind behind Gotti was like, yo, nah, homie cannot create no competition for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's gonna become our direct competition. And from what I was hearing, the people that was behind Dolph, you know, Gotti and them people used to do business with them on you know what I'm saying, on another tip. You feel what I'm saying? So You know,
it's some other deeper shit to
it's some
where
deeper street
the
shit,
young
you feel
where the
me?
younger bulls, certain cliques and shit, you know, and other people passing away too that I have seen about this as well, bro, on everything, and
Yeah,
that's where it gets.
because the people with Dolph, you know, they run their side of town. You know what I'm saying? And then you got, you know, Jook and them peoples, they run that side of town. So it's like, okay, they gonna back Dolph, and then now they gonna, you know, they could possibly be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they had cooler heads to prevail, they like, yo, let's just both link up and get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the whole world. We looking at Memphis. We got the whole 50 states out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, sometimes cats, you know, they can't see the bigger picture, man. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, you know, I gotta own this whole city. Like, I don't want no other competition. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, bro. And when you making good music, it don't matter, you know, where motherfuckers is from. Your shit gonna prevail. It don't matter if it's a young bull coming up because you inspiring a young bull. Who's not to say that Gotti inspired young Dolph? You feel me? Like, man, this dude, even though he from the other city, man, I fuck with his music 100%. I'm trying to be the next up out the city. You feel me? 100%. It's like, man, come on now. You can't just be stepping on the little people because you afraid of the competition. 100%. You know what I mean? I understand you want to put your own people on. That's fine, cool, all that. But it's always gonna be somebody else coming for your spot. 100%. You know what I mean? Whether it's competition, you know, they might take certain jabs at you and shit like that. But ain't nothing. If ain't nothing transpired in the streets and it ain't no bloodshed, man. What's the word? You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's friendly competition. 100%.
But you see, this the thing though, like, right? If you try to go up against a big corporation, right? You know, the first thing they're going to do is try to buy you out. You know what I'm saying? Large companies don't want a bunch of competition, especially if they can see it coming. You know what I'm saying? And they're not backed by anybody. They like, all right, who's backing them? Who's funding him? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't got no funding? We're going to buy him out and we're going to put him under the wing. So like you'll have Coca-Cola and they'll own all these different companies, candy companies, all type of different companies. Those are companies that they bought, that some of them they could have created, but why do the work when get them to do the work? And then we'll just buy them out. We'll just add them to the team. You know what I'm saying? But then what if this one person decides like, no, I don't want to be added to your team. I want to push my brand. And they looking like, oh yeah? So you want to become competition to us. That's what it's going to be, then so be it. Right. And they're like, oh, who's backing him? Oh, nah, he got some people backing him. But now it's like, oh, this dude's really a problem. And that's where the war starts. It happens in business all the time. So in the streets, you know it's going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but businesses, them motherfuckers in business though, they ain't trying to put $100,000 bounties on motherfuckers.
Oh no, I mean, you know, it's just the structure. I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? The structure is the same. It's just that the way people go about it is going to be different. You know, in business, you know, you running back and forth to court with it, all that type of stuff. In the streets, it's bullets going to be running back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, but it's the same thing. Some people just had that mentality like, oh, I don't want no direct competition in this small ass town. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm the one, if I feel like I got the juice, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got everything I need. Listen, man, just join this team, man. You know, let's make this thing make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Get down or lay down, huh?
Get down or lay down. Straight up. Some people just had that mentality. Get down or lay down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to partner up with nobody. Like, ain't no partner, nothing. Get down or lay down.
Fuck, bro.
You know, it's just two different mentalities. You got some people that's like, yo, you know what? Let's collaborate. You know, let's make some money together. You feel what I'm saying? But they, you know, some people, and I'm pretty sure that was, you know, CMG and them approach, like, yo, let's, you know, come rock with me. You know what I mean? But it's like, you're gonna be under me though. You know what I mean? And
the motherfucker can't fault a motherfucker for wanting to be his own boss. And that's the thing though, like, right? You know what I mean? When a motherfucker want to be their own boss and the shit get to popping, it's like, damn, you hating on me for believing in myself, bro. I don't need y'all, bro. I believe in myself 100%. So, like, if it was just strictly music, I will never get it 100%. I won't 100%. That's why I feel like it's some other, like, you know what I mean? I'm not from Memphis, never been to Memphis, you know what I mean? Shout out to Memphis. I love it like a motherfucker 100%. Want to go there one day if I can get there 100%, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, in my thing, it's like the music, if it was the music and the competition, and that's why you wanted Brad gone, no, 100%.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I remember when Dolph was on the Breakfast Club. Like, you know, matter of fact, look, I got something for this.
Pull it up.
I got a short I'm gonna play.
Roger, I can't sit and fake and act like it's all good.
Why do they keep trying to make it a rap beef between you and Gotti though?
If it's something about you I just don't respect, Roger, I can't sit and fake and act like it's all good.
That's understandable.
Know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the first time I even met little dude, go in the studio. First time. He sent everybody out the studio. Like, let me holler at dog. Like, man, you got your own everything, bro. You popping. You like, well, you got the money, you got your team, you got this, you got that. Like, bro, I'm telling you, we can do this, we can do that. You ain't like Zilla. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Zilla. You ain't like Starlito. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Starlito. I ain't gotta babysit you like them. It's my first time meeting you.
Throwing people on
You
the
gonna
bus.
really sit and downplay your artists and throw your artists up on the bus to try to persuade
world.
me in to come over there? So it's like a red alert the first time I met him.
You feel
I
like
can't
what are you gonna say
respect
about
that.
me?
No, it's just I can't respect that.
Why do they keep trying to make
You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the, you know, because you know, homie gonna be a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he looking at things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
One of the key things that I heard Dolph just saying, that rest in peace of Dolph, he said that Gotti said, I see you with your team. I see you looking fly. I see you with the money. Well, if you see me with all that, what the fuck I need you for? Let's get in this and we can talk our shit on this beat, produced by your producer, produced by my producer, or you get on, you know what I mean? It don't matter. But why are you bringing this up? Okay, yeah, I understand. You see me, the gram is popping. I'm popping, you know what I mean? I'm talking my shit, you know what I mean? But what do I need to get up under you for if you see me 100%? You feel me?
Yeah.
My grind has got me to the level of where you recognizing me at 100%. So there's no need for me to want to get up under you. Pause. 100%. I'm shaking and grooving the way my program got me going.
exactly. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, man. You know what I mean? Like it, you know, but it's a hood mentality, my G. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you ain't with me, you against me type thing. You feel me? And it's crazy because it's not to say that Dolph wouldn't have did business with Yo Gotti. It's just that I don't like the fact that we just met and you throwing your artists up under the bus. So if you do that to them, you probably do that with me too.
And the cold thing is like, right, if Dolph wasn't an independent thinker and didn't realize what bruh was doing, basically what he telling you is, if I get you under contract and I just told you I see everything that you doing independently, really, once I get you on this contract, I'm finna put you up here on one of these. You're gonna be on the shelf, bro.
For real.
Bro, everything. I need you right now under this contract because I can't let you, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. Is like, look, bro, I don't need you, but I respect you. I'm in the studio right now with you because I'm trying to get to where you at. You see me up on my incline right now, raising to the crescendo. Like, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
What I need you for? So I'm understanding this, and so I'm seeing it by just a few words that you just told me. You told me you see me 100% on my grind. Now you want to throw the people's up under your shit under the bus. And this is my first time meeting you. It's like, bro, that's not what men do. 100%. Yeah, I'm saluting you on your grind, but I'm throwing some other shit up under the table to let you know how I'm really getting down, how I'm wired in so many words, which I'm really just taking off the mask to be transparable and by accident, really, you know what I mean? That's what he basically telling you if you really listen to what Brett's saying, if that's how that conversation went. So there's no need that I want to fuck with you. If this is what you're telling me the first time we met, bro, you just let me know who you are. 100% in so many words.
And then he left it alone. He said, you know, I'm cool, right? But then you turn around and you got your team sending, you know, sending shots at me in your mixtapes and all that. And I ignored it, but it gets to the point where you can't ignore it. And I gotta shoot something back. Now you want to pick a fight with me because I don't want to rock with you. I don't have a. It's just something about you I don't like. That I didn't like that part about you, but that don't mean I hate you. You do your thing over there, I do my thing over here, and we cool. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and it got to turn into all this right here. You feel me? You know. So, you know, rest in peace, Dolph, man. You know what I'm saying? Real
rest
talk.
in peace, big bro.
You know what I mean? And I hope they got other dudes, just independent thinkers, man, from the hood that come out and do their numbers, man.
Come on, man.
No interference. Real. All right, so I'm gonna get into this last topic. This is about Instagram. You know, this is more of like a safety issue. It's something that, you know, I had to. Yeah, it was something I had to really, you know, hit some people up. And let
Shout out to my dog Nate Burleson, man. This is my dog right here, man. my fuck with Nate.
To a controversial new feature on Instagram called Instagram Maps. Now, here's what it does. It allows users to share their location, but critics say not so fast. They are worried about safety and privacy. CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady has more. Kelly, what's up?
Hey, good morning. So Instagram's newest update, it allows users to opt in to sharing their real-time or what's called the last live location. So similar to Snapchat Snap Map, the content is visible in the direct messages tab. Now Meta, that's Instagram's parent company, says the map tool makes it easier to stay in touch with friends by engaging with the content they share in different locations. But there is already a backlash with users and data experts raising concerns this update could compromise privacy and safety. Now, in a statement to CBS News, Meta said Instagram Map is off by default and your live location is never shared unless you choose to turn it on. If you do, only people you follow back or a private custom list you select can see your location. While the map feature does require user consent, any content you have proactively tagged a location in can show up on the map. So if you're concerned, here's what you need to do to stay in control of your information. Go to your Instagram direct messages, open your map settings, and ensure the location sharing option is set to no one. And I'll note, if you're a parent with supervision controls in place, you decide if your teen has access to that location sharing. Most importantly, stay vigilant, be mindful of who you allow to follow you. For example, if you meet someone at a bar, you decide to follow each other. If you've chosen to share your location with friends in that map feature, that person can see it. And it is always a good idea to leave a location before you post about it.
Agreed.
Yeah, that last one is key.
Yeah, we were like, oh, what's the big deal? Never post in real time, I believe. But I'm still trying to understand the controversy here. If you can turn it off, you control.
Right. You control and doesn't opt in.
Yeah.
Prediction, some cheating husband's going to get caught on this one. Some dumb man is going to forget to turn it off and busted.
Yeah.
And that will be.
All right. So with this, a lot of people didn't even know, because I checked on that, and that is the world option. Going to your settings. When you go when you go to your message section, it's the globe, right? A lot of people didn't know that their location was on. So I hit some people up and they didn't even know. I hit up some people that I even watched on IG, and they hit me back and they was like, "What? It's on?" They was like, "All right." So I told them, what to do to turn it off, and they was like, "All right, let me know, screenshot it, send it to me. Let me know if it's still on." You know what I'm saying? And it turned off, but it's just like some people did not even know that their location stuff was there.
Yeah, luckily on my personal page, when I opened it up, whatever day it was last week, it asked me if I wanted that shit on, and hell no, Even on the Snap, it's the same thing, man. Hell no, I don't want that shit on. Oh man. Are you
Yeah, and
fucking serious?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it opens, you got weirdos out here that, be looking to mess with kids and all that. You feel me?
Stalking motherfuckers.
And you could turn it on and forget that it's on. Or you could already have your location on and you forget that it's on. And now everywhere you go, it's tagging you on the map, tagging your whereabouts. You know what I mean? Not to mention if you in the streets and you got enemies, that's a whole nother thing.
But see, that's some police shit, right? I'm gonna tell y'all why. 100%. I've been an iPhone user since 08, 100%. But they just came with the sharing the location on the phone. You feel me? So if it's that deep, we all got smartphones. Your kids got smartphones, whether they got an Android or they got an Apple. And I'm pretty sure the Androids, they got the motherfucking share your location. The motherfucking apps don't need that shit, man. 100%. The parents, man, I want to track my kids or my loved ones, my wife, you know what I mean? Brothers, sisters, if we in the group chat, family like type shit, man, where you at? I need to know, bro. We ain't heard from you in 2 days, man. Is your location on? You feel me? That's on some personal shit. On some social media shit, these fucking weirdos, like, no, you know what I mean? Hell no. There's no need for you to turn that on.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I was just trying to get the word out there to people like, yo, check your location when it comes to Instagram, like in your iPhone or Android phone settings. You know what I'm saying? And set it to no one.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? Like,
because then they can even just find out where you live for real.
Bro, they had
facts.
Bro, they had a cat that was doing a giveaway, giving away a car. And I ain't gonna put him out there, but he was giving away a car, and the location of where the car was at was on the map. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody wanted to go and pull a move, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention some of the other, one of the other people I hit up, they fix cars, but the cars they fixed, they're mostly high end. Beamers, Benzes, you know what I mean? Audis, you feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Beams, Bimmers, and the Lex. That was my shit too, bro.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my bad, bro.
Was that
it's all good. Like
Lost Boys. That was
Lost
my
Boys.
shit.
I ain't heard that shit in hell long.
That was the first thing I thought of when you said that, bro.
Rest in peace to Freaky Ty, man.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace to Freaky Ty. You heard?
Oh, my mama, that's my shit.
Shout out to Mr. Streets and Spit Nice and all that, man.
Oh, my mama. Music makes me high. Oh, everything.
For the money,
oh, bro.
But yeah, like, that stuff was, the location was on. So I had to let him know, like, hey, and he was like, yo, good looking. You feel what I'm saying? Even people that was out of the country, like, yo, I seen some of the artists that I follow. I seen what country, exactly what city they was in that country. Because it's a globe, so you could go all over the globe and you'll see people that you follow or that follow you or whatever, and you'll see their
Same thing with that Snapchat shit. Put you right at directly where you're the
we
place.
have to turn off the location on our DMs.
Oh, my mama.
Instagram.
I know, show my location nowhere.
It's a cold world out here with this technology, bro. Why would you want to
DM and Deja and Ayana? I was telling my girl right now.
That?
Yeah.
I always make sure my shit is not for
Yeah. Yeah, because what you could do is, like I said, you go in the messages section and you see the globe and press the globe and see if you can find any of your people on there.
I'm not even connected.
Because I was looking for y'all on there, but y'all joints is
yeah, my shit right that day that I woke up. And asked me. Hell no, I don't want that shit on.
I turned all our shit off. I was like, oh, okay.
Y'all joints wasn't on there because I checked for all my peoples first. My my family and my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Good looking out.
Yeah.
Won't it even say it on their story? Ain't something on the story at the bottom of the circle that it shows you that too, that they got their shit on? You seen something because they got something at the bottom of the story now, and it's like I haven't.
Seen that.
It's like some new shit.
It allows you to tag like locations of where you're at. I think.
Yeah. You can tag
it's
it.
An
you can
icon.
tag
It's an icon at the bottom of the. You know how you
right
at
by
the top,
post, right where you press next or whatever.
Nah, when you open up Instagram and you're on your home page and you see the stories at the top, and you got all the circles of everybody. So at
Yeah.
the bottom of the circle, it's a new little icon on that motherfucker.
Oh no, that's for Meta glasses.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. It has a
Okay.
glasses icon, right?
yeah, I never seen that shit. I did.
That's for
Damn.
people
They got
who record
Meta
stuff through
glasses
Meta.
now?
Yeah.
Now I'm finna go start sliding through my story and see if I can find somebody that I wish I remember who had that shit.
Yeah, I
What
was
can you do with
wondering
the
what was
Meta
that.
glasses?
Yeah, they record content with the Meta glasses and
And
they
that
can
motherfuckers will
post it right
translate
to
for your
Instagram.
motherfucking ass too.
Yeah. Yeah, they can
I'm on someone's show right now, dude.
yeah, they can record with the Meta glasses and put it and they can send it right to Instagram. Like you can go live on the glasses.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Yeah. can go
damn,
live.
somebody was just telling me that, yo, that's gonna get people in trouble.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, you know how ignorant this is gonna be? There's gonna be people that shoot fades wearing those glasses, bruh.
I seen one already.
You seen one already?
I seen one already. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that joint up.
Yeah, pull that
Please
shit
do.
They're like
I
in a real
seen
life
that joint.
video
That
game
joint
now,
was
you feel
funny
me?
as hell, bro.
I hope you didn't catch no eye shot or no nose shot and got
You
his
ain't
shit
lying.
knocked off.
Yo.
Hey, that's funny if other bros wearing the Meta glasses too. Shit. Like,
Taking a
listen.
fade. Hey, Slim, that's like
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
the hands in first person on GTA.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
my girl just said I was gonna buy that for you and surprise you. I said, where? How much is she said? 3 some? Okay. Go ahead then. Yeah.
And they
Yeah, that
Ray-Bans. They got Ray-Bans. They clean as fuck
Okay.
too.
Let me
Okay.
see something.
Doing he said in some gray Vans, in my Ray-Bans, doing the
Come on
Captain
now.
Caveman.
I need some Ray-Bans with my prescriptions in them, but I need them completely blacked out though with my prescription. Oh my mama, I need some, bro. So I could be in the club, bro, with the Ray-Bans and still seeing everything though. Oh my mama.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let me see if I can find that joint.
Busting the thizzle wiggle with the thug
Come on, now,
composure.
you already know. Hey, you know I got a big Bluetooth, bro. I'm gonna bring that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
so
got
when we're walking around slapping. You feel me? Fedora
Yeah,
down. Hella
Where
deep.
the hell is this joint at, man?
Hey,
Yeah,
there
this
was
joint
at
funny as hell.
one point, maybe a couple weeks ago, I was like, hey, Slim, hey, randomly go to Vegas with us. He's like, shit, what dates? And he's like, I can't even do it. I was like, he did.
Huh?
pull
He
up
did
on the
say-
red eye.
Yeah, I was
Fly in
like,
Thursday night,
I was
leave
like,
us
let's go,
Friday
Slim.
night.
I was like, I got a place for you to stay. Don't even trip. Just get out there.
Pull up Friday, leave Saturday night. Oh my mama, 1 day, 24-hour binge.
Word. I got the and I got the Meta Quest.
Oh, word. Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, my son got one of them.
Yeah,
My
that
next,
joint's
my next album's called Metatron. I need to get me some of these Meta glasses.
Yeah, that
Glasses
joint.
sound federal, bro. Can you hook it up to your phone and shit too?
I'm not sure. I didn't go over all the
It just
features
got
of
like
it.
the cameras all in the thing, huh? It's like-
Yeah,
Hey,
you can see through it though,
yeah.
and then
So
you can
it's not-
change like.
So the shit pops up on the lenses while you watching it?
Well, you talking about with the Meta glasses or with the
Yeah, with the
Meta
glasses
Quest?
on. With the glasses on, the Meta glasses.
I'm not sure. My brother got them. I gotta ask him because I'm not sure about.
What
Yeah,
about
I don't know
the one-
nobody with them.
What about the ones you got?
The Quest is the video.
Yeah, the
game.
Quest. What can you see stuff in the screen inside, like the lens?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's tight.
You could change the whole environment in your crib, like you know what I'm saying, and make it look something different.
It's the
Whoa.
virtual reality. It's the virtual
Yes.
reality joints.
Dang. And here I am. I've been just doing it old school with mushrooms, right? Now I can do it on the mushrooms and with the Meta glasses.
Even Apple got a pair of that shit now. I ain't seen nobody with
Those
the
are
Apple shit.
man, that's
They
3,500, bro.
trash.
It's 3,500.
3,500.
Shit.
Do you remember the Google glasses back in the days? So my man, he worked for a company called Jabil. It's in South San Jose, and they built a bunch of different products for these tech companies. But I remember they were in development for that Google glasses for hella long, and that was one of the big features that I was supposed to have. Like you'd be able to watch shit from inside your shit or whatnot.
Right.
But like this was like 2013, so I can only imagine what they have now. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. damn, I'm not finding this joint. I seen it on social media. I was like, damn.
Oh, they were squabbing, wearing the glasses.
Corny, man. Like, yeah, the dude had the glasses on. Like, oh man, pissing me off, man.
I mean,
hey,
it's almost like key to get you viral, right? Like, all right, boom, you get a knockout. You're like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yo.
But you the one knocked out though, and now the glasses is over there on the ground facing you, and then you getting stumped out or something. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy.
Somebody else picks up the glasses and like, all right, look at this is what happens.
Rocked him in the next week. Oh my mama, bro.
And you want to go viral so bad, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Wait, is it this one? Oh man. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it's this one. I got it.
Found it?
Yeah, I got it. Let me pull this joint up real quick. All right. Pull this joint up real fast. All right, so the person who's wearing the glasses is the one that's, you know, that you can't see. He's the one that's looking at those two dudes right there.
What's up? Move, nigga. Move. Move, nigga. I'm gonna sock your little brother. Tell him to move. 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 Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Oh. That nigga got his hair.
Bitch. Bitch. That's enough, Fred. That's enough. Grab my phone, Wayne. Bitch. Get your whole ass on.
Damn.
I dare you to bring that gun out here. I dare you to bring the gun out here. What's up, man? I dare you to bring the gun out here. I dare you to bring that gun out here.
Oh, now is he gonna go first person shooter now with it?
Everybody better leave this bitch. He come outside his gun, I'm shooting the whole house up.
Oh no, everybody better leave this Call of Duty now, bro.
What's up, bro? What's up?
You know what I mean? Mike caught on the meta glasses. Hood shit.
Why he grabbed him by his hair and was hot?
You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
He was calling him a bitch when he pulled into his hair too. That's so funny.
Cold world, bro.
Technology is a mother, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that joint, but with
the brave new world out there.
I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like the MetaQuest. Yo, it's dope. I ain't gonna front. It's dope. Like I can you can watch like movies on there and make the screen like really big. You know what I'm saying?
They even got it to where you can watch NBA games from the floor seats.
Yeah, but I just don't. I didn't like the because I walked into the the stadium. You take an elevator and all of that stuff, and then you walk into the stadium, and then they got the fake concession stands and all that type of shit. But like, yeah, what I didn't
they
like.
want you to spend real money at those fake concession stands, though.
I don't know about that, but there's things in there that there's in-app purchases in that joint though.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I didn't like the fact that when I went to the floor seats to watch the game, the way that the game, I didn't like it was very pixely.
It wasn't seamless yet, huh?
Nah, it wasn't seamless. Maybe if I check it out now, but it'd be different. But it wasn't exactly seamless. Like it was real pixely. You know what I mean? Like pixelated. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I didn't like about it. But as time comes to updates, because I probably got to update that joint, it'll get better. Now, once it happens in 4K, it's like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be crazy. But it's a lot.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just gonna ask him, do they do it for the NFL like that, or is it just only for the NBA?
Nah, it's for all sports.
Oh,
Baseball, football, all that joint. Like,
I know that. I might have to go borrow my son's stuff on the Sunday and watch a Niner game like that.
For real. Let me see.
Hey, that would be fucking dope. Like look at this, bro.
And they got the schedule when the games is coming on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Cause I checked a couple of joints out. Let me see. Meta Quest 3.
Oh, they must got their own TV guide or some shit like that.
Okay, so all right, so let me show you this joint right here. Let's take a look. Yeah, technology is crazy.
Talk about NFL Pro Era 2025. So far, I played on both Quest 2 and Quest 3. The game runs perfectly fine on both headsets, and I'll
This
make
is a
sure to
game.
include
This is just a
gameplay from
actual
both
video
platforms
game.
near the end of the video. And in making this review, I'm going to be honest, I don't know where to start. This year's release brings a lot of mixed emotions because although there is a lot of good in this year's release, as I had lots of fun playing QB1, throwing like there's no tomorrow, and dominating on the side of defense, Sims 2025 finally adds the ability of playing both sides of the ball with semi-playable defense on certain fixed positions, improved and revised the play style of various positions on offense, including doubling the size of the current offensive playbook, more running plays, refined AI play calling, roster overhauls, and this game being the closest thing to experiencing football in the first-person perspective in a medium like VR. Then we move on to the not so good. One thing I noticed is while playing NFL Pro Era 2025 on both Quest 2 and Quest 3, there is a noticeable difference in how the game plays. Aside from the better performance on Quest 3 and the better overhead tracking on Quest 2, interactivity feels leagues better on Quest 2 compared to Quest 3 when using menus. The hands aren't aligned at all with Quest 3's Touch Plus controllers just yet, and selecting plays on your wrist is a battle in itself sometimes. But before I get into the specifics, as I have a whole laundry list of things to talk about, from the various bugs, inconsistencies, and missing features, NFL Pro Era 2025 has now transitioned from an annual yearly game release schedule to a fully live service model. The live service tag means a variety of things. For NFL Pro Era.
All right, so I'm gonna look for the actual football game. This is a video game. I thought it was the actual football game. Let me see something.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had that.
Facts.
I think my son plays I know he plays a little game that they be in the caves and it be little people that be coming out and they be scaring them and stuff like that. I forgot the one game that he plays on.
They got those, but you can also connect your Xbox Xbox Live account to it.
that right?
And you can play Xbox games.
Oh, I wonder if he know that.
And the Xbox controller works on the Meta.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him if he know that.
All right, guys, welcome.
They make an Xbox version, you know what I mean, just with the aesthetics, but you can do it without that.
Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. Oh my
Wow.
You can
That's
do it without
federal.
that. And let me see what's up with this dude. I want to show.
Look into what the Meta glasses do for the Instagram.
Right, that's what I want to know if it because Meta owns Instagram. They own, you know what I mean? Can you see all the shit that you going live from and you know what I mean? The people commenting and all that?
What on Instagram?
No, on the Meta glasses.
Oh, see that I don't know. That I'm not sure
That'd
about.
be federal if you
Yeah,
can
I'm
see
gonna
that
look.
shit.
I'm pretty sure there's some tutorials.
Now look at this joint right here. I'm gonna pull that
One
up
of the
real
first things
fast.
that I got in there when I first started watching is that I thought was really cool is that they actually start you before the game even starts.
Oh,
Then you
wow.
actually see the outside, so you're actually in front of the arena. You're seeing people walking in, which is really cool. That kind of puts you into the setting of the actual game. And then when you finally get into the arena, they have you on the top view right before the game starts and the tip-off starts, and you have these two announcers that kind of show up in front of you that are talking like an overlay of the game. Talking to you, about the game, giving the analysis and stuff like that, which is really cool. But you
Richard
actually see
Jefferson.
them. You're not just hearing them. You actually see them in video form. Kind of gives them more personality. And
Yeah, it got better.
watching them talk.
It got
That's
way
dope,
better.
which is really cool. And this is all
That's
going on
federal.
while the players are also. You get to see them warm up. You get to see them, doing their thing before actual tip off, and it's really cool. You can kind of just watch all this and kind of really feel like you're there, like I talked about before. It definitely was a really cool experience in VR.
The camera is shaking
And what
when
makes
the
this even
ball
better
hits
that
the
I talked
rim.
about before is of course the social aspect of it. It's really easy to just pull up the invite on the main menu, pull it up, invite your friends, and your friends can be in there watching the NBA game right there with you. And guys, this thing is free right now. At least they're always offering these immersive games for free in the NBA, so you have no
Yeah.
reason to not jump in and check this
That's
out
federal.
for yourself because. Not only
Giannis.
do I think it's a cool experience, but it's completely free to be able to watch these games.
Yeah, that's
with
courtside.
your
Holiday. That's
friends
old.
and the
That's
NBA,
cool.
Look like
and
Drew
it's
Holiday.
really, really cool. And what's really
You know
nice
Drew
too
Holiday
is
was
that
never
something you
21,
can't do if you're watching this on TV or something is you could turn off the announcers that are actually talking, because a lot of us just want to hear the game and not the announcers all the time. And you can still feel the atmosphere. So you can really feel like you're in the game. Because, of course, if you're at an NBA game, you don't hear the announcers while you're at the game. So you can turn them off in your VR, and then you're just hearing the ambiance, like, you know, the players playing whatever the players are saying, the crowd and stuff like that. And then you really feel like you're in the game, because then you don't even hear the announcers. And it's cool that you have the option to turn them on and off throughout the game as many times as you want. And that's, you know, something that you can't really do if you're watching the game on TV and stuff, which I really liked.
This is badass.
That's
Yeah,
federal.
so- and then you said Instagram on the Ray-Ban Metas, right?
Yeah.
On the okay. See how that looks.
What's up, everyone? I'm gonna show you guys how to go Instagram Live with your new Ray-Bans Meta. All right, so first thing you want to do, you're gonna open up IG. Okay, after you open up IG, you have to first of all put on your Ray-Bans. So put them on just like that.
Sir, put them on.
And then you click on IG Live, and it's gonna pop up. So what you gotta do, you can double click the top of it with a little button right there. I do mine twice, and then it's gonna switch to the camera view. And now we're live streaming. So you can go IG Live with your Ray-Bans Meta. How cool is that? What's up, everyone? I'm gonna show you guys how to go Instagram Live with your new Ray-Bans.
Federal, bruh. Oh my mama.
That's
Oh,
really dope.
if I had them at the draft,
bruh, I was just about to say that.
And they had these joints on sale too. Like in the summertime, they had them on sale.
Yeah, my
That's
girl said
hard.
she saw it was like three something. So
Yeah. But it depends because there's certain ones. There's different versions. I can't remember what the difference is with the different versions, but there's different versions of this joint. They all look the same though.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if there's any other different styles. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me see something.
That's
There's
not
another
bad
one.
too. I mean, a pair of Ray-Bans usually run for a couple hundred anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, depending on which one you get.
Question with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
All right,
It's
so
a
this
little more
one right
complicated
here.
than I thought. So let me show you how to do it. First of all, you have the glasses. You want to take them out, and you want to make sure they're turned on like normal. I'm not going to wear them just so you can see the whole process. Now, once those are starting up, you want to head over to your Instagram app and hit the plus icon, go to live stream. A little icon should appear right there. And as you can see, it's not appearing. It should be little sunglasses. And that should be letting you know that you can connect to the camera on here instead of just your phone. So I found that it's actually easier if you're wearing the glasses. So you might want to start with wearing the actual glasses. And if you start playing music through them first, and then go back to the live stream. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play some music. So I'm making sure
just
that
so
this
you
song
know
is now
that you're
playing
on the
through the glasses. And I
Yeah.
found that helps make sure that the glasses are working and connected to it. For some reason, it might be a little finicky right now. Then we're going to go over to our Instagram app. And as you can see, that fixed it. And now is showing the Meta glasses. It doesn't really make sense why it doesn't work right away, but that is the fix I found. You wanted to start playing something on the actual device so the phone picks it up as the actual receiver. Then we have the commands. If you double tap the actual button on the top here for photo and video, that is what will switch from your phone camera on the live stream to your actual Meta glasses. So I double tap the capture button on top of my glasses, and now it has switched to a POV shot, as you can see in this live stream view right here. And then anytime you can X out and it will go back to the normal view on your phone, and you can just normal live stream. So it goes back and forth. You actually will pull the mic from your glasses as well when you're switching to the glasses mode. And also another good trick is if you want to try this with friends and actually test it out, you can go right here and hit this little icon right here. And that'll give you some different options of how to broadcast. And you can do a practice broadcast. And then you can start streaming. So now what this is doing is none of your followers can see this stream. And you can just start streaming to yourself. My glasses are indicating, you can see the reflection. My glasses are indicating that I am live. And at any point when you're actually live streaming, if you just tap on the side, like you normally where the volume control is, it will tell you how many followers are following you on the live stream and your normal your viewing stats. Well, since I have no one, it's not telling me anything. And then another fun part is if you're in this practice mode, you can actually hit this little icon and you can send it to some of your friends, and they can then.
Yeah, so I don't think that it actually runs it across the screen. I think you have your phone in, it'll capture it, but I don't think the actual lenses, it shows up on the lenses itself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, so yeah, that's technology for you, man. You know what I mean? Like, shit, that's what we on. You feel
That
me?
is cool.
Real, man. I like to stay up to date, with technology, man. Shit. You gotta learn, and you gotta learn this technology too.
There's gonna be a lot of people getting banned off of Instagram because they're gonna be going live and they're gonna be waxing somebody. You feel me? Like
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say the same shit, man.
Now,
Shannon Sharp's gonna be on there waxing somebody.
Now, what I wanted to, something I was thinking about is like, doing a podcast in like a virtual studio.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then
I'm the type that I'd show up as a different type of like animal.
Word, like, you know what I mean. And yeah,
This
like,
motherfucker's a turtle today.
yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that out. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen somebody do something similar to it.
Hey,
You know what I
Slim's
mean?
avatar's gonna be in there wearing like red bottoms and shit. Right? Like, damn,
For real,
like,
you
damn,
know
Slim,
what I'm saying?
where you go shopping in the meta?
You go shopping at the Meta they got a motherfucking Bloomingdale's at in the Meta store,
That
bro.
motherfucker was at Saks Fifth in the meta in the metaverse.
Come
Crazy.
on, Dell.
Yeah, man. So, it's been real. Tell these tell people where to find you at, Bogey.
Shit, man, you can find me on YouTube at the Gen Wealth Net, GEN Wealth Net, and on Instagram. You won't be able to find my location at least, but you can find me Gen Wealth Net _ all one word. And anywhere you consume your music, Bogart, Scott Free, on Apple and Spotify, things of that nature.
Yo, JD, tell me where to find you at.
Hey, Hard to Start podcast on any social media network, man. HEART, the number 2, and then START, Hard to Start podcast, man. In fantasy, if you, I was finna say my saying, I can't even spit it out, but yeah, man. And also catch me on the Fans Perspective. Catch me on Jim Wealth, man. We finna be
live and on
man,
location.
this shit. Man, it's finna be lit, man. So we're gonna try and produce some real fat shit to show the community on how we can come together and build something right out of the excuse me, my dogs is going crazy, but build something out of the mud and just make it all happen 100%. So yeah, check us out this weekend, man. 100%, man. On my mind, it's gonna go down, bro.
It's going down. We're gonna be multi-streaming from all platforms.
Oh yeah, so yeah, football season coming up, so check these guys out, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be doing their thing with the fantasy joint. You feel me? That Vegas trip. You know what I'm saying? Is that involved in the whole fantasy thing? You going out to Vegas?
Yeah, we got multiple drafts going down.
Right.
High stakes leagues. You know what I mean? Bunch of grown men flying out to a location, a mutual location, and building teams and going to absolute war.
100%. This the time of year, man. On my mama, I got my other home league. You know what I mean? This West Side League finna be one of my home leagues, 100%.
Right.
You know what I mean? See, it's a live draft where everybody come together. You know what I mean? And we just all in one wop. You know what I mean? And I got another one where we on our way the following week. You know what I mean? And this is our 9th year. You know what I mean? 100%. And I know how much
destination drafts.
100 and how much it means to us by us coming together every year, because it's hard to get everybody on one accord to be able to take out that weekend. You know what I mean? Because everybody got stuff going on and whatnot.
Plans. They plan the entire year. The entire year is basically planning for this trip. It's for real a boys trip. You know what I mean? And as we get older, we you know when you're younger, which in early 20s and shit, no kids, no responsibilities, man. We out, bro. Let's go. Road trip, boys trip. You know what I mean? Or hey, we're going to Vegas. Book a ticket. You know what I mean? Can't do that necessarily.
Can't do it.
So it's like,
not
you know,
when you
I
want
look
to.
forward to this trip every year. This is our third year running
100%.
that we've been doing it with the community. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. You know what I mean?
And there's gonna be a lot of people that I'm gonna meet for the first time, 100%.
Yeah, IRL.
I talk to them every day on this motherfucking. I'm gonna meet them motherfuckers for the first time, and I can't wait. 100%. It's gonna be like, you know what I mean? It's like I know these motherfuckers, but you know what I mean? Because I'm rocking every motherfucking day, and you know what I mean? It be on some personal shit too, 100%. So you know what I mean? Just like with us, you know what I mean? 100%. So you know that shit gonna happen, 100%, man. And you know that's what this shit is. You know what I mean? With my brothers and my other shit. You know what I mean? It's some of them motherfuckers only see once a year. You know what I mean? And,
Fantasy football, it's meta in itself. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're mini communities, like each league, and like, you know, that war brings motherfuckers together. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all share the same joy and pain, and only one conquers the mountain in each league, and everyone hates that person every year. And look, ask my man Bones, we reign in supreme. You see all the chippers hanging off of them? You feel me? Big chippers. They're gonna have a constellation about us one day called the Big Chipper. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm Boogie 45. You catch me on the Pants Perspective next week. Peace.
Gang.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now,
But look, check it.